Cuphead is a unique game that blends an old-timey art style / animation with precision platforming and a difficulty that rivals any game you throw at it. As you move through the overworld, you'll run into 3 different stages: a boss rush, a run and gun, and an airplane stage. Each stage asks you to do something different and really mixes up the gameplay. The airplane levels are the most different in terms of gameplay. These levels have you flying around the entire screen, dodging a million projectiles, and pressing R2, getting small, and maneuvering at a quicker rate. The downside to that? You have decreased range when it comes to your attack. You will still build up your special attacks by hitting enemies and using your counter spin on the pink projectiles. The other 2 variations of levels are similar to each other. The boss rush stages are comprised of a boss on a single screen. Each boss has a different pattern of attacks, as well as 2 or 3 different phases. Each phase gets progressively harder. The run and gun allows you to move left to right across the stage with different enemies, platforms, and projectiles to dodge. During these stages, you have 2 attacks that you can choose from a pool of 6. You'll get 1 super from a pool of 3 and 1 charm from a pool of 6. Each choice will affect how you play. You may choose the homing attack, but you won't be as strong. Or you'll choose the shotgun blast while sacrificing range. Maybe you don't want to parry, so you bring the auto parry charm. You can mix and match all of these to fit your playstyle and go into whatever stage as prepared as possible. At the end of the stage, it will go over your stats, like the time it took you to beat the level, the amount of HP that you had, how many times did you parry, what was your super meter, and it will give you a skill level and then a grade at the end of it. The goal is to get as high a grade on all these as possible. Now, that does not affect the ending in any way, shape, or form, so even if you barely skate by on all of these levels with 1 HP, you didn't parry a thing, you didn't use your super, and your skill level is super low, you will still be able to beat the game and get the true ending that you're looking for. Now, using your supers and not getting hit does make the game easier, obviously, but it is not required. With 3 different islands to explore, this game has a ton of levels to go through. Each one with a new boss that is harder than the last one, a run and gun that has that many more enemies with projectiles that you're trying to platform across. It's pretty cool to see how many levels there are and how much better you become at the game from playing. Once you go back to one of the earlier stages and take on a boss that you've already beaten, you'll see just how easy it has become because of the skill level that you've developed. It's pretty awesome and a super satisfying feeling to go back. I highly recommend this game, whether you're a fan of 2D platformers that harken back to the early to mid 90s, or you're a fan of difficult games that require precision, platforming, and dodges, or you love learning and recognizing patterns from boss fights. There is something here for most people. This game is usually pretty dang cheap. It can be on sale on most places, but even if it's not, I think it's only $15, maybe $20. It is definitely worth your time. It is incredibly fun, incredibly challenging, and gives you a sense of accomplishment every time you beat a new boss. With that said, if you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss another one of these videos. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.